Welcome to Security Check. We are continuing on with some new EX8 stuff, although only on the left side of the field with Sakuyamon X and Renamon X antibody. There's no other new cards here. But
there are new cards from the
LM. Limited set.
Limited set, yeah. There is Kabupond and Scrambles.
Yeah. And we both have here decks that we have had like more or less built for the longest. Like you've had the armor deck from BT8
since it got released.
Yeah, and I've had Sakuyamon from EX2.
Yeah, which came out like a month or two after EX or BT8. So
yeah, so it's like these are some old school decks for us.
Yeah, EX2 and BT8 feels so like years ago. It was years ago at this point.
And because of that, please remember to like and subscribe if you haven't already.
Consider becoming a channel member and go and check out Card Trader, which is an international card game marketplace. And with our link and code in the description, you can get 5% off your first order if you haven't already.
Yeah, and leave down comments down below. What do you want to see? How do you feel about some new EX8 stuff, or maybe even upcoming 2.5?
Yeah, we are not going to have any product for release because I won't be buying any boxes or boosters of EX8, and you ordered them from abroad, so we have to wait for that. So we are not going to have like maybe next week we won't have like
EX8 gameplay because we had to like play some decks here that needed like
proxies.
Pretty minimal amount of proxies as a whole, like not
but
that
like
many.
Nightmare Soldiers or
Deep Savers or New Nature Spirits or something like that's way too much proxies to print.
Yeah, maybe Nature Spirit could be doable, but like we don't know how the deck works.
Yeah, so and this is like yay.
Draw card.
That's an important plugin in this matchup though, so
yeah, it really is because you can't be blocked.
Yeah. And this was just like
I'm just rushing you down.
Yeah, and my hope was just like, please don't have Heaven's Judgment, please don't have Heaven's Judgment. Because if you had Heaven's Judgment here, I was like, okay, that's like game ending.
And it's the first time I'm using the BT1 TK in my Magnamon build.
Yeah, there's so many yellow cards these days.
Yeah, there's absolutely effing much yellow in this deck because most of your Magnamons are yellow. Magnamon X is yellow. Well, TK itself is yellow, but I only play it as one of. Then Heaven Judgment and Blinding Rays are yellow.
Yeah.
And as a one-off, it does not hurt if you just do
and then let's do some Sakuyamon shenanigans.
This will be an interesting turn.
Yeah. So I'll give Maid Mode. I think Maid Mode jamming. Yeah, because I don't want it to die here in middle of the attack. And I need to do it before because I want to return the plugin to my hand, and there your Magnamon actually got -1 secret attack also.
Yeah, it does.
Yeah. Then I use 1 memory to evolve into Sakuyamon, and
with the Maid Mode effect.
Yeah.
And then you bounce back the used plugin from your trash.
Yeah. And then I'm just going to make 1 check. Unfortunately, you get to like unsuspend your Magnamon here. That's like the it doesn't matter for my Sakuyamon, but it matters for like my other Digimon. So that's like the
what's the inheritant Cubimon?
Which Cubimon?
Cubimon that you have on board.
It's the same secret attack -1.
Okay.
Then
is there a barrier inherit in somewhere?
No. There's no barrier. I don't remember if the new card. No, the new cards don't have barrier either, I think. So here's the Sakuyamon X, and because I have Sakuyamon, I get to play the best token. It's
a bike.
It's a pair Psychroid from Yu-Gi-Oh! And
I know nothing about Yu-Gi-Oh! So.
But that token is just like it's kind of special for me because it's like one of my friends made it for me.
Yeah.
It's made from a real card and a real token, and they've like mashed it together. So, and here I play. What did I do? Alright, I used Sakuyamon's effect to play... Sakuyamon Access effect to play Yellow Scramble to go to Taomon, which has barrier,
Oh, the Tamon has barriers.
Yeah, Tamon has barriers.
I was so confused because I remember that you do this and I was like, but if there's no barrier, where do you get the barrier from? Yeah. But it's Tamon's own effect,
Yeah, Tamon has barrier. Then I use... this is Tamon's inherit, where I give jamming to the token.
Yeah. And unblockable, but it doesn't matter anymore because...
Yeah, and your Magnamon got another security minus.
Yeah. I should get like a different colored.
And here you're like, okay, you don't want to...
Digivolve your Sakuyamon X.
Yeah, if you Digivolve my Sakuyamon X, there's a possibility of me going to another Sakuyamon X that makes another token that can attack, which can also unsuspend the Sakuyamon. That's a good one for me because of the because now the Vmon can't come out.
Yeah, and Magnamon having security attack minus, I can't hit your security.
Yeah.
If I had Blinding Ray, I would have won this game.
Yeah. Not gonna lie.
But I didn't have. At least I had the Heavens, so I can remove your Ruin Mode.
Yeah. Unfortunately, you have like 3,000 too much DP.
Yeah.
And then you have one security left.
You can use Scramble to do stuff.
Yeah, I'm going to fetch a level 5 that I needed because I'm pretty sure I didn't have that level 5, and that is the level 5 I need to do things.
Don't you play like 4 of Scramble?
Yes.
Yeah. So you can just use them whenever you want.
Yeah, and like I'm pretty sure the yellow scramble will be super important for these like not even like I'm like ignoring Tamon loops and stuff like that because it's like
it's a 2-cost option that triggers all of your effects.
Yeah, and also it gets I can go so many ways to go play Scramble for free to evolve to bigger Digimons.
Yeah.
And then it lets me recycle my level 6 or level 5 or whatever pieces I need because
any piece you need, any Digimon piece you need.
Yeah, because there's the problem like for me that here's more Scrambles, and the problem is in my deck is the fact
What?
I realized I could have... I forgot that Sakuyamon actually unsuspends anything. I could unsuspend the token here. So, sorry for that, I forgot that, but I can still play the plugin from my hand and, like...
Yeah, it was game still.
Yeah, make myself unblockable.
And because I didn't have any aces that could have done anything in here, Gabubond Ace would have not worked in this case because you had more sources than I did. And it does not source strip.
Yeah.
But yeah, here is my Magnamon list. It has not changed that much. I changed Shu Yulin to TK and cut one Davis because I wanted to have more level 5s because the Huan Kunmon is like a really strong card in this deck in generally actually. And then I wanted to have one Gabubond Ace. I played 2 of Paladins before. But I think the Gabubond is better.
I love the fact that is such a like color mismatch, that deck. It's like blue and
there is every color from the game, I think.
Yeah.
Not green, actually.
Isn't the Imperial Dragon Dragon?
Paladin mode is green, bro. The number is blocking it. So, yeah, there is red, blue, yellow, green, black, purple and white. This is truly like
this is
rainbow
Magnamon X.
Yeah.
So many colors.
Yeah. And then we have your Sakuyamon deck here also.
Yeah, I'm using the new-ish Wizardmon as a level 4 because it gives you ability to just bounce off some removals. So, or like you can trash your security to keep your data Digimon on the field.
Yeah.
And
it's like barrier for effects.
Yeah. And then I decided to build this deck as like Sakuyamon aggro, as you saw there, where I'm trying to attack like multiple times in one turn, like with jamming, and I can't be blocked, and then I try to win that way.
Yeah.
So that was my idea here. That is why the new Made Mode Ace is not here, because it doesn't really fit the like idea what this deck is trying to do.
It's more control.
Yeah, but I'm still a big fan of like control-ish Sakuyamon lists, but I think with how the game has evolved, this is probably the right way to build like non-Tamon loop Sakuyamon.
Yeah, and we don't have Tamon Ace yet, so this probably is the best Sakuyamon at the moment.
Yeah, and it's been fun to like play with Sakuyamon through all these like different meta games, and
the deck has changed so much.
It's for me it's interesting that Sakuyamon, the original EX2 Sakuyamon is
it's still the best Sakuyamon.
It's still like super good boss Digimon to play, and it has stood the test of time pretty well. Of course, it has its own problems, but for an EX2 card, it's actually super powerful even to this day. Who would have guessed unsuspending and getting more resources is good?
It's like a blue card. That's why it's good.
Yeah.
Well, yellow is one of Digimon's best performing colors when it's not limited to crap, but like...
Yeah, but this was my list. These are so tight lists, like you need to find room for so many like option cards, then you need to have those tamers. Also there comes the new Rika tamer, which can also be played in this, so...
Yeah, that one that gives memory.
Yeah, and searches. Searches.
That's actually a really solid card.
Yeah.
And
Sakuyamon probably has like maybe the most searcher cards in like almost.
That could actually be, because you have searchers in level 3s and level 4s and in tamers.
Yeah, you have 3 or 4, at least 3 different searching Renamons. You have 1 Cubimon that searches. You have the tamer that searches. So it's like you have so many, and they're always almost the same. The search is almost always the same.
Yeah, but then it can whiff one thing that you need. And
yeah.
Well, Sakuyamon has been better at that, not whiffing the like most important pieces. I remember when you started playing it, you always searched the wrong stuff.
Yeah, and now that we have the Renamon, the BT17.
17, yeah. It's the best searcher.
It's the best searcher because it has the broadest like search. It can search for its own line or like Rika or option that costs 2 or more.
But the inherit is like weakest.
Yeah.
But except when you face off Magnamon X.
Yeah, it has uses of course, but I was still I'm a big fan of DP minus inherits or memory gain. So those security attack minus are a little bit like iffy because if you play control-ish Sakuyamon, you need to have all the DP minuses so you can find like the enough to kill your opponent's stuff.
Yeah.
And if you're missing like that one crucial minus 2000, and you have that security attack minus instead, you're like,
yeah,
it feels so bad.
But sometimes it can win you games.
Yeah, of course.
But yeah, these were the decks. This was the game. We have the giveaway still ongoing. Go and check out it in the channel. You can find the video there. And go and check out Card Trader. And yeah, subscribe, become a channel member if you want. And we will see you at the next video.
Bye.